Hey guys, Channel of Lego, more here with another Lego 2018 Nexo Night set review. Set number is 72005. This is Aaron's Expo. It has 569 pieces, 4 minifigures, or technically 3 minifigures, but 4 characters. And it retails for $50 here in the United States. Got this at my local Toys R Us. You can see the box right here. Looks pretty cool. I like the design of it. And you can see the back of the box. And then of course we have 2 instruction manuals, which the last one has the intro for the sets of Nexo Nights, which I don't know where you can find the Hover Jouster set. I think it's going to be like a January set for most places because I know it's found in Toys R Us. So let's start off with the minifigures, and we'll start off with Aaron himself, Aaron Fox. And he has his Nexo power, which is called Manic Pumpkin, which is a pretty cool little shield. And of course they have the pearl gold shield. And then you can see Aaron also has the crossbow, which you can fire off just as such, which of course we got that since the very beginning. And you can also see Aaron with his design and helmet. You can see there's the front of the face, and then there's the alternate face. And you have this nice pearl gold armor, which is completely new as well. Remove that. You can see the printing on the back for the torso. Very cool minifigures for Nexo Nights, and he's mostly decked out in green this time, so he looks good. And Aaron is the only knight in this wave to appear in multiple sets, because he also appears in the Twin Factor, which I have to review soon when I find it. Then we have, our next figure we have is Robin, and you can see this version is exclusive, and you'll see in just a moment. You can see he has the Goosebumps power, and he also has a hammer here. You can see he has the gold armor. And the biggest difference this time is that Robin seems to have aged up a bit. You can see he has the black minifigure legs, which is different, and then he has the helmet underneath. You can see that face print is completely new. And then there's the alternate face there. This one I feel like is better than the previous faces we got for Robin, because it really matches the character very well. And then he has the armor piece there as well. You can see the printing on the torso, on the back and front are pretty much the same that we've gotten before, but we do have an exclusive face print, and the fact that Robin is now, much more mature, I would say. It's definitely a great minifigure. Then we have our Squirebot here, our Cyberbiter. Of course, the infected Squirebots is what they are. And this one has the crossbow, similar in design to Aaron's, which of course you just fire off, just as such. Oop, and that fired off pretty good, so I'll have to find that a little later after the review. Whoops, that really went far. I gotta find that later. But of course, you can see the printing on him. It's pretty cool too. And then there's the alternate face there. I really gotta find it. That really flew. So there's our Cyberbiter. And then we also have our Van Biter number 307. You can see he does have the spear there. And he also has this nice torso print, and then he has the nice shoulder armor, which looks great and is new. And you can also see he does have an alternate face there as well, which is one that's usually common with the newer bad guys. And then you can just see the armor without stuff on the back. So I really like the armor. Really covers up the face, the alternate face for the bad guys. I think that's really good that it covers it up. So then that's our those are our figures. Let's look at some of the builds. So you can see we have the tech critters here. This nice spider design. I really like the look of them, and they are like stud shooters as well. So over here we have Van Biter 307's little jetpack. So what you do is you just attach them just as such to the flyer, and you can see we also have this new plate part here, which has a curved design. It looks really good. There's a sticker on the back which has like a power button, and you can move the wings a little up and down, and you can also shoot the studs for the tech critters. And they look really good when they're also on there, and you can see there's also like 2 arrows to maneuver around, so you can just fly around, which is really cool. You actually can make them stand up pretty good, and he looks good like that too. Moving on to the next vehicle, we have this motorcycle here, and this is Robin's vehicle. And you can also clip Robin's weapon, his hammer, right there. You can see the wheel, it works pretty good. And you can see there's the one seat for Robin, which Robin goes right in. So you gotta move his legs now because he's no longer the short minifigured leg version that we're used to seeing. So you just put Robin right in there, and he goes in pretty good. You have stud shooters on each side, so you just fire off, you know, basically how you fire off the studs shooters. And you can just maneuver around, which it really doesn't go too well on smooth surfaces, but if you like push it down, it will make the wheels move. And you can just see the dark blue, the black, and the gold clash together pretty good. And you can see Robin goes right there. So now we're going to move on with our next part, and that is the Expo itself. So this is Aaron's vehicle, which of course has the Murloc power on there, which is called the Hammer of Murloc. And of course the hammer, because the other Murloc power that's for Aaron is actually not in this set, but it's in the other set he appears in. This one has basically Robin's, whoops, and I just fired off a mechanism for a spring-loaded shooter, which I'll show you that in a moment. But you can see here, the design of it is like a giant bow and arrow, which is definitely interesting. Kind of reminds me of the Arrow Striker in a way, too. Not a lot of stickers are in this set, which is good. There's one here, one in the cockpit, and then these two over here. And I do believe there is another one too. I can't remember. There's very little stickers in this set. Like there's not a lot of them as much. But you can see here we have the gold. There's a lot of good of pearl gold here, and it's not too bad in terms of like the design. You got a lot of the lime green and dark blue. Kind of reminds me a lot of the Seahawks' color scheme. And you can see we have that blade at the very tail. You have the landing gear on the side, on the underside here. You also can move the propellers, although you have to spin them simultaneously. I kind of wish there was a function where you can get both at the same time, so you just have to like spin them around. And they used the more recent blade pieces, which they were used on Axel's vehicles and weapons. So again, you just spin just like that. And you can see again there is another sticker there showing like the springs in there. And you have also another function too, which I will get to the main function in a moment. But you can see we have the cockpit area, which you can open up, and you can put, there's that sticker there, which has a little bit of a USB plug there, and it has the word Fox on there, which of course that's Aaron's last name is Aaron Fox. And of course the fox or wolf is part of, you know, his symbol. So we put Aaron right in the middle there. He fits in nicely, and you can just then close it up. You can also put his weapon right on top of here, and you can also put the shields for Robin and Aaron on the back of the jet, the bow. And you can see also we also have another function here, which I accidentally shot out. You have these lime green cardboards, which I believe are exclusive to this set in this color. You lift them up each, and each of them has a spring-loaded shooter that you can fire off. So of course you just lift that up, push this down, and you can, there we go, fire off. Shot me. You can just then put it back in. And whoops, I accidentally broke that off. Whoa, I broke that off. Oh, I am so clumsy today. But no worries, it's an easy fix. So we just put it like there. Of course, you can see again there's the sticker, which has the unbrickable design there, which looks really cool. I like that. And of course, now let's move on. Of course, you can see it kind of looks like a bow and arrow from this side now. Now let's take a look at the main function. So what you do is you can actually grab the motorcycle by grabbing right here, and Robin fits in very good. So you just grab, and then, hold on, you just then pick them up. You can then move around with Aaron there, and it looks more like full, the Expo with Aaron's, or with Robin's bike placed in there. And then of course you want to let him go, you can just push that down, and then bam, Robin can go out. So again, you just pick him up just like so, and if you want to drop him, you can do that. But of course it doesn't land on its right side up. But again, just a great little function. Like you can just pick it up just like so. If you want to drop them, there you go. Just a great little function. I think it's a really nice play feature. And it is kind of a little obvious by this spring piece here, which is a little disappointing. Kind of wish it was another color, but I think the function works very well. So you can, there we go, grab the set. So yeah, that is it for Aaron's Expo for $50. I will say this may be the weakest of the Nexo Knight sets for 2018, or the first wave of 2018 if there is more sets. But it's in no way a bad set. It's definitely the weaker of the sets. I mean, because like a lot of people have said, because it is a little barren, I will say, without the motorcycle. And I kind of wish there was a little function where you can push down and make the blade spin. But like I said, it's not a bad set. It's the only way to get the new version of Robin, which is a huge plus as well. And you do get a nice, good amount of pearl gold too, which look really good too. And just overall, the functions work nice too. Especially like the one where you can fire off the, you can land the motorcycle there, which is a good design in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it with my thoughts. It's a good set. Not the best one, though, of the Nexo Knights line for 2018. But like I said, it's a good set. So let me guys know what you think down below in the comments about this set. And subscribe because there's more coming. Thanks for watching.